Roy Sewell Stadium here in Sparta, Tennessee, where the White County Warriorettes are set to take on the Stone Memorial Panthers in the first round of the District 7 AAA tournament. Before we get started tonight, we're going to send it down to the floor where we're going to have our national anthem and the colors presented by the JROTC.
Personal responsibility for keeping this game at a high level of sportsmanship. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for standing for the presentation of colors by the White County High School Junior ROTC. The right guard is Cadet Second Lieutenant Mackenzie Tuck. The American flag is being carried by Cadet Command Sergeant Major Cameron Bernard. The Tennessee flag is being carried by Cadet Corporal Elijah Price. The left guard is Cadet Private First Class James Brady. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
The national anthem wraps up. Japheth Richmond has the ROTC members that presented tonight's colors.
Tonight's color guard from right to left, as you've seen. The right guard was Cadet Second Lieutenant Mackenzie Tuck. The American flag was carried by Cadet Command Sergeant Major Cameron Bernard. The Tennessee flag was carried by Cadet Corporal Elijah Price. And the left guard cadet is Private First Class James Brady.
Tonight is game one of the District 7 tournament. The Warriorettes 21-6 on the season, 9-3 in district play. Stone Memorial 8-18, 3-9 in the district. White County secures the number 3 seed. Stone Memorial is the number 6 seed. Regular season co-district champions White County, they will take on the Panthers tonight to see who will go on to play in the regional. Top 4 seeds get to go to the regional. White County ended the season on a 2-game skid, losing to Cumberland County twice in 24 hours, Friday and Saturday, to fall to the number 3 seed. The Warriors struggled a lot against Cumberland County's press the last 2 games. Japheth, I have to imagine that if you're Stone Memorial, if it's in your arsenal, you're going to try to use that press against the Warriorette offense tonight. Starters are in for both teams. First for Stone Memorial, coached by Mike Buck. Number 14 is Katie Atkinson. Number 23 is Taylor Guthrie. Number 25 is Courtney Hedrick. Number 24, Lily Hinch. And number 33, Rachel Houston. Katie Atkinson, a third-team all-district selection. Courtney Hedrick, honorable mention. And all-freshman team. And then Addison Howard, who is not playing tonight, was an all-freshman selection. Starting lineup for the White County Warriorettes. Nia Powers, a first-team all-district selection, wears number 12. She is a 5'10" power forward, a junior that's averaging 17.7 points per game. KB Frazier wears number 20. She's point guard, 5'6" junior, 3.3 assists per game this year. Celeste Reed wears number 23. She was a third-team all-district selection at guard, 6-foot sophomore, 7.5 rebounds per game, along with 1.8 steals per game. Elena Stiles, first team all-district and all-defensive team. She wears number 25. She's a forward at 6'1". She's a senior. Big on defense, 2.2 blocks per game, and rounding out the starting 5, number 32, Carly Gentry, the shooting guard, 5'9" junior. She's averaging 10.5 points per game and has 39 rebounds on the season. Also tosses in 31 assists. And And so we're just moments away from tip-off, and the ball is up, and White County will take over on offense first as they swing it around and drive it inside. A layup, no good. By Stone, a battle for the basketball now. Reed comes away with it, but before she does, a jump ball is called, and the Panthers will have the basketball. And so Japheth, we mentioned in pregame, White County, some trouble with the press against Cumberland County. If you're Stone Memorial, is that something you try tonight?
Starting off the game, I don't know about straight off the start, but I would definitely bring a press into it. Seeing how they struggled against it with Cumberland County, that's something that really put them in a bind offensively, and it stopped them from getting in the court and getting their transition points, especially like off of main baskets. They like to throw the ball in and get down the court. So that really slowed them down in their play, and it resulted in them getting 2 losses. So if I was Stone, I would try at some point just press just to see how it works.
They miss a wide open 3 from the left. They try for another 3 from the right. They go inside on the offensive rebound, and a foul coming as Rachel Houston is going to head to the line and shoot 2. Foul is against White County's number 23, Celeste Reed. That's her first and the team's first tonight. And the first free throw up from Rachel Houston is no good. Second free throw on its way. This one finds the bottom of the basket, and Stone Memorial will draw first blood, and they lead 1-0. Japheth on the other end of the court. You have Stone Memorial, who it's been a while since they've won a game. They lost 9 of their last 10 as Powers puts up a jumper and knocks it down, and White County takes a 2-1 lead. Last time the Stone Memorial won a game was back on February 4th, and they beat Macon County, who was 0-12 in district play. That was a 56-32 win. If you're Stone Memorial, even though you're the 6th seed playing this really tough 3 seed that tied for the district championship, you have to go in with a little optimism. Since it's district tournament time, anything can happen, right?
Oh, absolutely. Going into this game, Stone has nothing to lose. They're going to play. They're coming here to play against us. That was a great
inside
pass
with the basket and a fantastic pass.
That was a great pass by Nia up there. They're in a 2-3, so they're really wanting to focus in on doubling down and running kind of an overload. Great tip pass by KG.
Nearly stole one away there. Stone Memorial rebounds, though, and puts up a 3-pointer from the left side. They've missed a 3-pointer 3 times in a row now, and White County comes away with the loop basketball. Trying to pass inside to Reed, but that ball knocked away out of the hands of Katie Gentry. Or rather, Carly Gentry, excuse me. 4-1. Shot from the free throw line. The 15-footer no good. Rebounded by Katie Atkinson. Atkinson, 3rd team all-district selection for Stone Memorial. Will go down low. They pass it back out from the right side. The 4th 3-point shot of the night misses as well, and a great box out there down low. Corner for White County. Baseline, they go inside to Reed. Reed 2 for 2 tonight.
That was a great pass by Elena. Really making sure they're working in on like moving the ball around and trying to get into the corners, get the defense to move, and sending somebody middle. They've done it twice so far with Celeste. They've had Nia. I've seen Elena go through. So making sure that they're attacking the defense from different angles, trying to get somebody in the middle to try and break it up.
Post at the top of the key for Stone Memorial. Now she'll try to cut in, runs into a block. Losing a handle on the basketball is Atkinson, and nearly across the timeline. Corner 3 from the left side, decides not to shoot it. A 15-footer up, that one off the front of the iron, a little too short. And White County will rebound. Pass across the court, and that one is broken up, and a fantastic play there by Atkinson.
One thing that White County does really well is off of defensive rebounds, they're all running the floor. They always have somebody who's out running. Usually we have Elena or KG running down the court. KG's usually looking for a 3. We always have somebody running the floor. Great skip by Nia.
Pointer up, and that one's good. Elena Stiles, who scored her 1,000th point of the season, or rather of her career earlier this season, knocks down a 3, and that's her first basket of the night. Now a turnover, and White County racing down the court. A layup, good. That is Nia Powers with the basket, and she's going to go to the line to shoot a free throw.
Again, just another example of White County going and turning defense into offense. Had the tip pass that led into the steal, pass down the court to Nia Powers, who draws the and one.
Leah Hinch, number 24, called for the foul, and we'll take a quick moment to recognize Farm Bureau tonight. Ryan Qualls, who sponsored tonight's broadcast. Obviously, right now we're in the district tournament, so all broadcasting rights belong to the TSSAA. And if you want to broadcast a game in the postseason, you got to pay that broadcast fee. And thanks so much to Ryan Qualls for stepping up. Farm Bureau being our presenting sponsor tonight of Warrior at Basketball on Warrior Media Live. If you're just joining us, 4:18 to play here in the first quarter. White County leading Stone Memorial 11-1 in this first round game. Tyler Brown alongside Japheth Richmond, who has been kind enough to join us on his night off. Big game tomorrow night for Japheth and the boys. Japheth, a second team all-district selection for the Warriors. Free throw made by Powers, and she's got 5 points tonight. 12-1 your score. Again, Panthers to the corner, and they kick it back out. Another corner three going up, and that one finally lands after 5 attempts. The Panthers have a three-point basket. Rachel Houston on the triple.
That was really good ball movement by Stone Memorial, getting the ball around. They went inside, which kind of forced our defense down and passed it back out for an open three.
Another three ball for Stiles, her second of the night, and she's got 6 points, 15-4. That basket by Stone Memorial was their first field goal of the game. Up until this point had only hit a free throw, and so Japheth, I think if your defense is holding the opposing team to one basket every 5 minutes, you got to feel pretty good about it.
Oh, absolutely. The Warriors started off in a 1-2-2 press and having Atlanta Stiles up top, and then I know we have KG on the second row. I don't know who else is up there with it. I think it's KB. Having Atlanta up top in a 1-2-2 press is really hard to go against. She's got really good length. Yeah, she's really smart. Also, she has great basketball IQ when it comes to defense.
A turnover there for Stone Memorial. Brianna Looper had her feet set and then took a step. And you can't do that, and it's 15-4 with right at about 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter.
We had Andy Hastings sub in for Carly Gentry up there.
Three-pointer, that one a little short, and now a scramble for the basketball. Bodies on the floor, and Stone Memorial will come away with it. Just saw Trip Pinion walk in, the district's defensive MVP and member of the all-freshman team. Japheth and Tripp in action tomorrow night at 6 o'clock here at Roy Sewell Stadium as Stone Memorial gets a basket there. Scored by number 23, Taylor Guthrie, her first basket of the night. The men tomorrow night at 6 o'clock taking on Macon County, first game of their district tournament. And we'll have that here for you live on Warrior Media. And again, Ryan Qualls of Farm Bureau will be helping us out with that one. 15-6, 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Defense all over this one, but a foul is going to be whistled against White County, and it's going to be against number 12, Nia Powers, and that's her first infraction of the night.
They had great defense position there. Nia got a little bit handsy trying to go in for the steal. She got called for it.
Yeah, you want to be aggressive, but not too aggressive.
Oh yeah, always.
Dribbles baseline, gives it off to the post, shot up, no good, rebound fought for. He goes out of bounds, but the last player to touch it was Stone Memorial's Courtney Hedrick. Hedrick, another all-district selection, honorable mention, and all-freshman team. Stone Memorial had 2 freshmen named to that team, Courtney Hedrick and Addison Howard. Howard not in the starting lineup tonight. Street clothes on the bench. Reed goes up for a shot, gets fouled, so she's going to head to the line to shoot 2 as we await the outcome of the foul. And it's going to be against number 34, Emily Hazelton, who is fresh into the game. That's her first foul of the night. Both teams with 2 fouls as Reed will head to the line for 2 freebies.
First free throw is good by Celeste Reed.
So she knocks down the first one, and re-entering the game for Stone Memorial, number 24, Lily Hinch. And we'll jump on the line. Reed, second shot no good, rebounded by Hedrick. And now a ball batted out of bounds by White County, and so Stone Memorial will inbound on their own bench. Mike Buck, the head coach of Stone Memorial, a former White County men's assistant. He was here in 1999, the last time the boys basketball team claimed a state title. Referee has to back out of the way of the errant pass. Corralling it was Hinch, and then she gets fouled. And it's going to go against Powers. Powers, her second foul of the night. And White County with 3 team fouls. Celeste Reed back into the game. Correction, Ava Jones into the game wearing number 3. Layup, that one a little too strong. Reed rebounds, now loses the basketball. A fight for it, and Ava Jones absolutely sits on a Panther as that one goes out of bounds, near out of bounds, and it's a jump ball called. Possession arrow toward Stone Memorial, or rather White County, and so the Warriorettes will keep the basketball in their possession. As into the game as well as Addie Haston. Ava Jones tries to pass that one inside, but gets her arm caught. And Emily Hazelton, wearing number 34, gets the foul, and that's her second of the night. Ava Jones for White County, a third-team all-district selection and all-freshman team honoree. Lexi Golden checks in for the Warriorettes. And right now, the only starter on the floor is Reed. KK McDonald into the game, goes across court to Haston. They'll feed it inside to Jones, and Jones will knock it down.
The Warriors have been working really good so far on moving the ball around, getting around the perimeter, making the defense go and move and shift, and trying to get them out of position so they can get an easy pass inside for a layup or just a little 5 to 10 foot jumper.
Ball bobbled by Looper, stolen away by Jones. And White County with the basketball corner. We'll go back to the top of the key. That one gets away from Reed, and snagging that one for Stone Memorial's Courtney Hedrick. Applying pressure there is Nia Power, or rather, it's KK McDonald. Ball up, no good, and that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of 1, the Warriorettes 18, the Panthers of Stone Memorial 6. And so during this break, we'll remind you again that tonight's presenting sponsor of Warrior Media Live is Farm Bureau, and the agent there is Ryan Qualls. And thanks so much for sponsoring the Warriorettes broadcast tonight. Obviously in the TSSAA playoffs, the TSSAA owns all broadcasting rights, and so you have to pay a fee to be able to broadcast. And Ryan Qualls stepped up for us and allowed us to bring this game to you here on YouTube Live. So thanks so much to Ryan Qualls for doing that. Jacob, thoughts on the first quarter? It looks like White County's doing whatever they want to on offense. They're running their own speed. What does Stone Memorial have to do to be able to slow that pace down and kind of play their own brand of basketball?
Right now, Stone's in a 2-3, and White County's been eating it up. They're moving the ball really well, getting the defense to go and shift and get them out of position. And they're sending players to the middle on cuts and coming across from the opposite side and trying to overload one side, which is hard. It's what you do against the 2-3. It's what you have to do. And they've been doing it very well, getting the pass inside to a layup or a close shot, which is just something you can't do defensively. If I was Stone coming out in the second quarter, I might try and throw a press on after a made shot to see how White County reacts, and maybe try and get some turnovers to try and get back into it.
Saw a replay in between quarters. Lana Dickerson sponsors our replay bumpers. Thanks so much to them for supporting Warrior Media Live. So turnover will give County the basketball for the first time here in this second quarter.
Doesn't look like Stone Memorial still at 2-3. We have Celeste Reed, the high post, Ava Jones, who's running kind of block to blocker, short corner, short corner.
It's Lexi Golden with the basket there for White County.
Lexi Golden was in the corner. She moved down to sort of the short corner on that three, or that jump shot.
And Stone Memorial answers back with a three. That one banged by Houston. That's her second three of the night, so they're going to have to keep an eye on her. She's dangerous from downtown.
Absolutely. Both of those threes have been made from the same corner, too. She's on the right side in the corner. Lexi loses that rebound. Blue is tipped out.
She's like Uncle Jesse. She's got her special spot there that she shoots from. 20-9 your score, just under 2 minutes into this second quarter.
We have Elena and Ania who have subbed back into the game, so we now have 3 starters on the court.
Both teams with 3 fouls in their first quarter, so relatively low fouling game so far. Not a ton of contact between the two. Hasn't been a very physical game so far.
No, not very physical.
That one stolen away by Rachel Houston. She'll bring it down court. Has McDonald to beat. Pulls up with the jumper. Misses. Offensive rebound goes to Stone Memorial, and they'll dribble it back out. Celeste Reed steals it away. Breaks away all by herself and puts it up and good.
That's just how Celeste Reed plays. She was really smart on that. She could see the pass coming if you watch her eyes. And she goes, picks it off, takes it in for a layup.
And there's one of the big reasons why Celeste Reed is leading the team in steals per game at 1.8 picks per contest. And now KK McDonald is rung up for a foul, and that's her first of the night, so McDonald will check out. And back into the game is KB Frazier, one of the 5 White County starters, and Stone Memorial is going to call a timeout. At the Payless halftime show, the Payless Fast Break, we're going to have Coach Mitchell from the boys team on and talk to him about his upcoming game against Macon County. The boys will play their first district game tomorrow night here at 6 p.m. The winner of that game will automatically win a berth to the regional as we take a look back at a replay coming up. Landon Dickerson, our instant replay sponsor, is see Celeste Reed after the steal, breaks away and puts up the layup all by herself. Had a couple of Panthers chasing her, but not fast enough to catch the 6-foot sophomore.
Looks like White County is remaining in a man-to-man. They're doing a little bit of a trap, looks like. Should be a little aggressive, trying to force them to speed up their game to get turnovers. Celeste Reed picks up their second foul right there, I believe, trying to steal that ball. But it looks like they're just trying to make them uncomfortable and trying to force them to speed it up and make some quick turnovers. And you see they're going to trap again. They had Nia Powers on that one.
3-pointer up, that one misses. Rebound, they feed it to the post, and putting it up and in is Courtney Hedrick. We had just talked about how this was not a physical game, and Celeste Reed runs all over her girl. Baseline Powers. Send it back out. Dribble drive, and that one just rims off. And a foul coming, and I think that one's going to be against Stone Memorial's number 33, Rachel Houston. And instead, it's called on 25, Courtney Hedrick.
Elena made a great job right there. She had a defender come and pick up, just barely missed off of a great attempt. And then Nia got the rebound and she was fouled. Off the inbounds play, they passed it to Nia around the high post, middle of the free throw line. There really hasn't been anybody to step up to guard that. I've seen it. They've ran it about 3 times and nobody's really stepped out.
Nia Powers gets the easy basket. Looked like she was unguarded for the most part. Stone Memorial will back it out and reset the offense.
White County is moving into a 1-through-1 defense. They have Elena Salas up top.
3-pointer up. That one's good, and that's the third of the night for Rachel Houston. She's got 10 points, 3 3-pointers, and a free throw.
A little miscommunication right there with White County. Coach was calling a play for them to get into a man defense out of the 3, 1-through-1, and somebody just picked up the wrong player, left her open, and she got an easy look.
Powers misses the jumper. Driving it into the post. Courtney Hedrick now passes it back out. Back into Hedrick at the free throw line. Double team, tries to drive it in. That ball swatted away by Jones. Ball up and rebounded by Jones as well. So she gets the block and the rebound.
Ava Jones is somebody who's really hard to score against offensively. Watching her play, she gets her hands on a lot of just little passes and quick little jump shots, and especially in the post. She picks up another rebound.
Jones has it stripped away, goes down and grabs the rebound. Three-pointer up, and that one airballed. Rebounded White County, and on the up and under is Elena Stiles, and that's her first basket of the second quarter. She's got 7 points, 8 points on the night. Three-pointer coming from Stone. That one no good. Rebounded by Stone. Popped away, and coming away with the loose basketball is Lexi Golden. Talking about Ava Jones, 6'2", hard to score against. Nia Powers with the basket there. 4 points in the second quarter now. 9 points on the night for number 12. Jumper. Banks it in.
Little fundamental jump shot there. Uses the glass.
It's Taylor Guthrie who hits the field goal for Stone Memorial. Layup there, no good, out of bounds, and it's going to be Panthers basketball. A couple of subs coming in for White County. Reed will re-enter the game along with Gentry. White County, first place in the district going into last weekend, but they lost a couple of games to Cumberland County, 65-48 here in Sparta and 45-37 up at Crossville. They still able to tie for the district title as that one goes in and out. They finished the season with a 9-3 record. Meanwhile, Stone Memorial, the 6th seed in the tournament, they finish at 3-9. Stone Memorial will rebound the basketball. Hedrick grabs the defensive board. The winner of this game, an automatic berth into the region tournament. Winner of this one will move on in the district to take on the winner of number 2 Livingston Academy and 7-seeded Macon County. Livingston, one of the 3 that tied for the regular season title, a 9-3 district record. Meanwhile, Macon County struggled this year at 0-12. That game will be played at Tennessee Tech on Friday. 4 p.m. tip for whoever wins this one. Deep three-pointer, that one no good, a little too strong. And White County comes away with the basketball. White County, a member of Region 4. That ball is up and good. Powers with the basket. The winner of this one will go on to play the region tournament in Tullahoma as that three-pointer is missed as well. And so Stone Memorial over their last 2 triple attempts. The top 4 teams in the district tournament move on. District 7 will match up against District 8. The region seeds already decided, or rather the region teams already decided over in District 8. We're just waiting to see how they shake out. After last night's games, number 1 Page, number 2 Tullahoma, number 3 Lawrence County, and number 4 Lincoln County, the 4 teams that will represent District 8 in the region tournament. As White County comes away with the basketball, no foul called. Jones brings it down, feeds to Powers. Powers will go right back out. Inside to Powers, the shot up, and that one's good. Powers is on fire this second quarter. That's her 8th point in this last 7 minutes. 14 points on the night. She's got a chance to make it 15 with this free throw. The foul goes against Emily Hazelton. That's her 3rd, and she's going to take a seat for a while. Shot no good, a rare miss by Powers. Less than a minute to play here in the this second quarter here in the first half. Katie Atkinson directs traffic. Cut across, but guarded closely by Haston.
He had a hot ball screen by, I believe, Courtney Hedrick, who rolled off, trying to open up the defense.
Another three-pointer missed over their last three from downtown. Runs right into Gentry, and White County's 32 is going to be called for the foul. It's her first of the night, and White County one foul away from putting Stone Memorial in the bonus. 6 fouls for White County, 5 for Stone Memorial. There were 6 total in the first quarter, 3 for each team. Left side with the left hand.
Looks like Stone is trying to run out some of the clock to make sure they get the last shot of the quarter.
7 seconds. 5, three-pointer, no good. That one just a little short. Comes off the front of the iron, and Gentry will rebound, and that is going to send us to the half. Your halftime score, White County 32 as they lead the Panthers, who score 16 in the first half. Tyler Brown alongside Japheth Richmond here in just a few moments. We'll have Coach Mitchell from the boys team join us on the Payless Fast Break. That first half, Japheth, we expected it to be owned by White County. They do a good job of that, leading 32-16. What's your overall thoughts on that first half?
First half, White County offensively has just been doing whatever they want to. Nia Powers, who's been inside, she's been running kind of a short corner. She's just been finding the open spot offensively, getting in the gaps, making sure that she's finishing around the rim. She's got a lot of easy looks. They've had a really good ball movement so far, making sure they move the ball around. They've got Stone Memorial's defense moving in and out of position, which has led to a lot of easy buckets. And then defensively, they started off in a 2-2-1 press. They've moved into man, and they went for 3 for a little bit, and then back to man. They've just been throwing different defenses at them, keeping them pressured, and just trying to throw them off of their game, and so far it's worked.
Japheth, you can take a break. Coach Mitchell is going to join us on the halftime show right now, actually. Here comes Coach Mitchell. Coach Mitchell, how are you tonight?
Hey, good to meet you.
Coach, thanks so much for joining us on the Payless Halftime Fast Break. Big game for you guys coming up tomorrow night. So first off, thanks so much for letting us borrow Japheth tonight for the game.
Absolutely. I hope he's doing well.
So, Coach, you guys, the number 2 seed in the tournament tomorrow night, 6 o'clock here at Royal Gymnasium. You take on Macon County. Just tell me, first off, winner of this game gets that automatic berth into the region, and you get to play it at home. How big is that to be able to play that game in front of a home crowd?
It was huge. You know, a couple weeks ago we were a sinking ship, you know, dead in the water, and now they've really regrouped and played really well and playing hard on both ends of the floor. And you know, the 4 juniors and Trip, they all got rewarded last week with all district honors. And it was just to go to Crossville, who had everybody back from last year and was picked preseason number 1, and beat them back-to-back nights, which we've never done due to snow. You know, it was just a huge win. We played really, really well. We've rattled off several. We just need to keep that momentum going. And you know, like I told them today, you know, in the other district, the single A district, Gordonsville girls were 0-8, and they knocked off Clark Range, and Clark Range coach has got 1,200 wins, and they coach it since '76, and that was his first time ever not going to the region. So you don't take anything for granted. We beat Macon County pretty handily a couple times, but they do have a really, really good player, and they're really young. So we need to come out and do our take care of business at the first, and not let them hang around, and you know, survive and advance from now on.
You mentioned having to play Cumberland County twice. They fall to the 3 seed because you beat them twice in 24 hours. That's a tough thing to have to do. You play on a Friday night and then have to turn around and play on a Saturday night. How big of a deal is it that you go in and beat that team twice? You do it at home, and then you have to go on the road and do it. What's the mindset going into that, and what do you have to do kind of in between games to adjust to what they're going to do to you?
Well, you know, there wasn't much time in between games. You know, they tweaked a few things up there, and you know, we were prepared for it, and you know, we shot free throws exceptionally well there. I think we're 22 out of 25 in the game, and you know we came out. And it was at one point we were up 1 at half, and we came out in the third and hit some big threes and got, you know, a 7 to 9 point lead, and Cumberland County started, you know, pressing a little bit, doing things they're not accustomed to, and you know, free throws down the end and wound up winning by 13. So there wasn't a whole lot of time to make any adjustments, but we're really, when we get locked in, we're really good defensively, and we've got to stay that, because, you know, defense travels. Offense always doesn't, you know, the home court gyms, but defense always travels, and that's what's kind of turned it around. We're making some shots now. Some kids got some confidence, and we're playing really good defense.
You mentioned your award winners. You got Jake Davis, first team All-District and All-Defense. Thomas Paul, first team All-District. Japheth makes second team All-District. Thomas Brock, third team All-District. And then Trip Pinion, all-freshman team and defensive MVP for the district. Just talk about what those 5 guys mean to this program, and especially you've got Trip, who's a freshman, who's the district's MVP on defense, and how big it is to have him back for the next 3 years.
Oh, well, it's huge. He's a true point guard. You can't teach some of the things. He thinks pass first is what you want your point guards to do. He's got grit. I mean, there's been so many times this year where he's made a bad pass and then just absolutely did not quit on the play and stole it back. So we're tickled to have him. And the 4 juniors, they played a lot of ball together. You know, Thomas Paul's leading us in scoring. Jake, I think he's about second in scoring, and he guards the best player, you know, every game. Japheth Japheth's locked in, I mean, there's nobody like him in the district. I mean, because he can jump out of the gym, he changes shots. And then Thomas Brock starting to really shoot the ball well, so he's got confidence. And, you know, when you put that together, I mean, you know, and I credit a lot to, we kept 3 seniors this year, Javen Strode, Jeremiah Gardenhire, and Christian Kelso, and they don't always get to play, but they come to practice. Their attitudes are great in the locker room. They brought a lot of, chemistry and stuff to the team. So those 8 combined with the 5 that we play, and then you've had some Logan Dickerson's come off the bench, and Christian Henderson is another one of those juniors that has really, really improved. We're looking for big things out of him from here on out. I mean, he hit a big 3 across him, and then at that times we're really struggling. You know, he gets some 3s in those games. So you know, we need to get in the weight room all season, get a little stronger. But that core of kids is, you know, I've got most of them back next year, and they're a fantastic group of kids, man, in the locker room, and you know, you don't have to worry about them, you know, doing anything crazy or anything. So I'm just so proud of them for all their awards and their accomplishments, because it's been a big 2 weeks for us. I mean, it really has. So, you know, it could win either way, and they decided to right the ship, and here we are, set in second place.
Regardless of how the rest of the district tournament goes, the winner of tomorrow night's game goes on to play in the regional. At Region 8, you've got Page, Tullahoma, Lawrence County, Lincoln County, Spring Hill, and Marshall County. They're playing tonight, I believe, is when they get started. What do you know about that Region 8? And I know you don't want to look too far ahead, but what's your knowledge of those teams?
Well, you've done your homework. You know more than me. No, we've seen Tullahoma a couple times. Lincoln County has the best record, but Page, I think, wound up getting the tiebreaker somehow. You know, don't know a whole lot about Lawrence County so far away. We've never played them other than Tullahoma, so it's going to be, we're going to have to get hopefully once we win tomorrow night, we'll start getting film on them, and you know, maybe go watch them play their district tournament a little bit if we're able to. But you know, I think the same thing. I think the first round satellited, so that Friday, you know, the semifinal game's a big game, and then it goes to Tullahoma. So you know, which Tullahoma's not a bad drive from here. So, but don't really know a whole lot about them. I know it's a football district or region, whatever you say. So I'm sure they're big and physical. So.
Tullahoma won the state title this year. So.
They did. Had a great team.
How important is it that you've got a big student section, a big crowd out tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah. I tell you, COVID's really hurt. But, you know, our fans, when there's no restrictions and limitations, they're the best. I mean, this gym is fantastic. I've had a lot of people over the years say there's not a roar like it anywhere in the area. They're right. When it gets rocking and rolling in here, man, it's hard for the opponents to play.
Coach Mitchell, I appreciate you joining us on the halftime
Absolutely.
show. Good luck tomorrow night.
Welcome to Sparta.
Can't wait to see you win.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll be back in just a few moments. Jacob's going to come right back with us, and we'll go over the stats and the scoring here in just a few moments on the Payless Halftime Show here on Warrior Media Live. Fast Break halftime show. Tyler Burrell alongside Jacob Richmond. We just got off the mic with Coach Mitchell. Again, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock here at Roysville Gymnasium. The boys will take on Macon County in their first game of the district tournament. Back to this game for a second, though. White County leading at the half, 32-16. And Jacob, we talked about it a little bit before we went to the break. Nia Powers has been fantastic. She leads the team in scoring tonight. 13 points, followed closely behind by Elena Stiles. How big were they in that first half for White County?
They've been two big players to this team all season. I believe those two are the leading scorers, I believe. I don't know for sure, but they've been like the key to this team, like helping them progress forward. Elena Stiles is a senior. She's going through. She's been leading the team. Nia Powers has been a really good leader as a junior. She's going through, working through the team. She's trying to find open gaps right now in the defense. They've been running a 2-3. She's going through in the middle, running like short corner, going to the high post and flashing sometimes, just trying to find open gaps to score. And her teammates have done really good to go and find her in the middle when she's open. And they've been really successful with it tonight.
Just about to begin the third quarter. Ava Jones came off the bench and scored 2 points. She had Celeste Reed score 7, and Lexi Golden came off the bench for 2. On the other side of the scorebook, you've got Taylor Guthrie with 4 points for Stone Memorial, Courtney Hedrick with 2, and then Rachel Houston has been big for Stone Memorial. 10 points tonight. She's hit 3 3-pointers. If you're White County, what do you have to do to try to limit her?
To try and limit her, she's been shooting a lot from the right corner. I believe she made one from the top of the key, so I would just try and go, and if I was them, I would run her off the 3-point line, make her drive, then have help over so she can kick down, just try and keep the ball out of her hands and keep her off the 3-point line.
Powers goes in for a layup and misses, but Katie Atkinson is the last player to touch it for Stone Memorial, so White County back with the basketball. Powers on the contested shot, knocks it in, and she'll go to the line.
Nia was just like right place, right time. Ball got tipped out, she picks it up, just went straight to a Euro to go and finish over the defender. Picks up another and one.
Her first basket of the second half, the first basket for either team. And then Powers gets the free throw. And timeout called. Stone Memorial not liking what they see to begin the second half. And so if you are Mike Buck, the head coach of Stone Memorial, what's this timeout about?
Take this time out, you have to go and talk about like defense, where everybody is, making sure that everybody is in the right positions. Trying to go and limit Nia Powers. She's been what's killed them tonight. I know she's had 2 and 1. She converted the last one, and just having the ball in her hands is something that they have to avoid.
16 points for Powers tonight. Just a reminder, the final standings in District 7 3A. Cumberland County, the number 1 seed in the tournament, they finished 9-3. Livingston Academy, the number 2 seed at 9-3. And then White County, of course, the 3 seed, 9-3. They all three share the district regular season title. Upperman finished 4th at 8-4. DeKalb County 4-8. Stone Memorial 3-9, and then Macon County without a district win at 0-12. Games also going on tonight. You've got Livingston Academy, the number 2 seed, taking on the number 7 seed Macon County. That game started at 6 o'clock tonight as well, and so one of those two teams will move on in the district to go on to the region tournament as the three-pointer goes up and is missed, and Reed will come away with a rebound. You have to imagine that Livingston Academy is who's going to win that game, and so if, of course, White County hangs on to pick up a W tonight, they will have to take on Livingston Academy, and that next game is set for Friday, and it'll be played at Tennessee Tech's Hooper Eblen Center at 4 p.m., so a little bit of an early start coming up for White County if they go on to win this one, and Livingston Academy is who wins over Macon County. That's what you have to assume, I believe, as Powers gets another basket, and that's 2 for her in this quarter.
Nia is continuing to find the open spot in the defense and just continually scoring. I'm not for sure, but I think that the timeout after our last basket was for her 1,000 points.
So Nia Powers, 1,000 points on the season. She and Elena Stiles, both with 1K for their career, and a three-pointer good. KB Frazier with the basket, her first of the game, and she's got 3 points tonight. 39-16 your score as that one goes out of bounds, and Stone Memorial will have it.
So they started this game with started this half with a 7-0 run. 2 easy baskets for Nia, and they had a three-pointer, I believe, by KB just then.
Japheth just mentioned that Nia Powers just scored her 1,000th career point. She came into this game with 424 points on the season, and tonight she's added another 18 and is still counting.
Tip pass. Warriors are putting great pressure on them.
They'll try to back it into the post. Celeste Reed reaches over and knocks that one away. Now Reed will bring it down court. A good pass there, down low, up and under, ball stripped away, and Stone Memorial with a good play. Katie Atkinson with the steal. So tit for tat there. Shot up and good, as that's Atkinson taking it coast to coast. And that's the first basket of the night for the third-team all-district member as Reed makes it look easy.
So Reed just overpowered the defender up there.
9 points on the night for Reed, 41-18, the Farm Bureau score report. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the third. Shot up. That one a little short. Off the front iron, and Atkinson misses. Three-pointer from the corner. Gentry a little short as well. Grabs her own rebound and puts up the jumper. Japheth, how important is it that you follow your rebound?
Oh, it's definitely one of the most important things when it comes to shooting, especially if you can feel that you're going to miss it. Following your rebound, usually you'll be able to get the rebound off of it and just know where it's going to hit on the rim.
Atkinson with the basket. She's got 4 now in the game, all 4 coming in this quarter. Gentry, another three-pointer. That one's good, nothing but net.
The Warriors are doing really good on pushing the ball down the court off of these last few baskets that Stone has made.
Pulls up for a 3, misses. Reed goes up for the rebound and will grab it. Reed this season, 7.5 rebounds per game. Has been a defensive terror for opposing teams, and that one goes out of bounds, and Stone Memorial will have it as Stone makes a few subs, and White County does as well. Lexi Golden back into the game along with Andy Haston. KB Frazier on the court, along with Celeste Reed and Nia Powers. Gambles and loses there. Hedrick. They'll go to the left corner. Dribble back around to the top of the key. It'll go to Lily Hinch inside. They give it to Hedrick. Hedrick misses, and a good job trying to keep that one inbound. Hinch, a good hustle, crashes into the pads under the goal, but not enough strength to get it back to the court, and that one's out of bounds on Stone Memorial.
That's another block for Celeste Reed. She's playing really good post defense this game. She's been having to guard their center.
Haston tries to lob it inside to Powers. It's off the mark, and Powers has it go off her fingertips and out of bounds. Stats leaders for White County coming into this game: Nia Powers, 17.7 points per game. KB Frazier, 3.3 assists per game. Celeste Reed leading in steals per game and rebounds per game at 1.8 and 7.5 respectively. And then Elena Stiles, 913 points. 2.5 blocks per game as Reed goes up and grabs the rebound. Ball stolen away for a moment, gets away, and it's going to be Stone Memorial basketball, and good hustle there shown by Lily Hinch. I thought she was going to come away with the steal, but she creates the turnover, and that's just as good. Reed and Powers out of the game. Jones back in. KK McDonald on the court. She'll be the point guard.
Elena deflects that pass, run down the court.
15-footer from the free throw line missed. Rebounded Jones. Jones puts a shot up but misses, but she's fouled.
It's a great example why you should run the floor. Ava Jones, who was under the basket, runs with Elena Stiles. Elena missed a little mid-range jumper, and Ava grabs it off the front of the rim, tries to go back over it, draws a foul. And she makes her first free throw.
Maggie Hazelton called for the foul, who wears number 12. That sends Jones to the free throw line, and Jones is money from the free throw line as she hits the first one. The second one on its way. That one rims in good, and she's 2 for 2 tonight. On the season now, 81 for 99 free throw shooting. Better than 80% this season for Ava Jones.
That's really impressive, especially from a freshman who's a post. That's a really good percentage to have.
Atkinson with the floater. She's got 6 points tonight. All 6 have come in this quarter. Unguarded, down low. White County with the basket. Stiles.
That was a good ball movement. We passed into Ava Jones just at the high post, and Elena made a good cut back door, had a defender on her back. Just an easy layup.
10 points on the season for Elena Stiles now, or rather in this game for Elena Stiles. 50-22 your Farm Bureau score. Another floater, that one comes up short. Atkinson grabs her own rebound and will take it around the horn. Three-pointer, good! Rachel Houston with the 3, and that's her first points of the second half. She's got 13, and that's her 4th three-pointer of the night. So, Japheth, you said you can't leave her unguarded, and that's what White County does.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of miscommunication. After she got her own rebound, she fell back out. I believe our defense scrambled a little bit and left her open, and she ended up finding the three-point line.
Another foul on Stone Memorial's number 12, Maggie Hazelton. That's her second of the quarter. As she was just laying on the Warriorette that was called with the foul, and Ava Jones, an easy basket there. 4 points this quarter for Jones. She's got 6 on the night. Drive to the basket. Atkinson misses. Good offensive rebound there for Courtney Hedrick. And that's her first basket of the second half.
The Warriors are running a man-to-man defense, and Stone's countering that by having that was a really good move by Elena. A little up and under.
Elena, advantage of the pivot foot. And it's 54-27. Warriorettes lead the Panthers.
The Warriors are continuing to play a man-to-man defense, so they're running. Stone is running Courtney Hedricks at a high ball screen and having her roll.
From the corner, that one out of bounds as Bailey Dyer can't handle the pass. And so the Warriorettes will inbound in front of the Panthers bench as they roll it in to save clock time. McDonald, they'll go to the 3, 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. They'll go inside and a foul. No, a jump ball as Atkinson just grabs that one as Elena Stiles was going to go up with it. And the Panthers will get the basketball on the turnover. 6 seconds to get it down court. McDonald jumps in there, and I didn't think she made that much contact, but indeed she does, and she gets called for the foul. So McDonald, her second foul of the night, stops the clock at 3.4. Panthers inbound at midcourt. Three-pointer, no good, as Hedrick falls to the ground after the shot. And at the end of 3, your score, White County 53, the Panthers of Stone Memorial 27. A look at that last shot made by Elena Stiles. Warrior Media instant replay. So as we head to the fourth quarter, White County looking as though they're going to cruise into the region tournament. And they will move on, if they hang on, to play at Tennessee Tech on Friday night at 4 p.m. That contest will be between the winner of this game and the winner of number 2 Livingston Academy and number 7 Macon County. Tip-off at the Hooper Evelyn Center at 4 p.m. But before we get to that, the boys team will play tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. They've got Macon County, the number 6 seed. Or correction, the number 7 seed is Reed goes up for the basket. Reed scores the first points of the final quarter. And that one will get away from Courtney Hedrick, but a foul called against the Warriorettes. Frazier draws the whistle, her first foul of the night. And just the second in the second half for the team. A drive there, stolen away. Powers comes away with it, and it looks to me like Stone Memorial might be running out of gas. Really laboring on those drives. Swing it to the corner. Dribble inside, a floater up, no good from Bella Stiles. Rebounded Stone Memorial. Bella Stiles into the game for the first time tonight as they go to the corner. Three-pointer, that one's going to be off the mark. Doesn't hit anything, and rebounded by KB Frazier. On the baseline, that one gets away from Powers, swatted away. White County will have the basketball. Checking back into the game, KK McDonald, and she will inbound it. They'll go inside to Reed, and Reed with an easy basket.
I think it was just a lack on defense for Stone Memorial. It's a simple pass to Celeste Reed standing wide open on the block.
58-27, less than 7 minutes to play in the contest. Stolen away, McDonald, all by herself. Easy layup for the Warriors. McDonald's first basket of the night.
That was great hands by her, reading the pass, getting a tip on it and taking it out for an easy layup. We have Celeste Reed inside, guarding Courtney Hedrick, who's the center.
Reed has that one taken away for just a second. Warriorettes get it back on a lucky bounce. And Powers will score the basket, her first here in the second half, and now timeout called. Mass substitutions for the Warriorettes. As I would imagine, Chapeth, they are taking all 5 starters out.
I would say so. Trying to go and rotate in some of the other players, make sure that we can keep our starters fresh. We've got In a tournament play, every game matters. It doesn't matter who you're playing against, what seed they are. Every game matters.
35-point lead for White County over Stone Memorial, as it looks like the Panthers will take full advantage of the entire timeout. They've yet to break the huddle. Meanwhile, the 5 Warriorettes on the floor ready to play.
We have Piper Price who's checked into the game for the first time.
So you
Wearing number 33.
You got KK McDonald, Lexi Golden, Addie Haston, Ava Jones in at center.
Warriors go back to a 1-3-1. They have Piper Price up front.
So they've got KK McDonald in the post. Ava Jones roaming the free throw line.
Piper Price up top, who's a 5'10" sophomore. Just got a lot of length. It's hard to make passes around or over her. We've also got Ava Jones in the middle.
Basket for Stone Memorial. Rachel Houston with her first basket of the fourth quarter. 15 points for her on the night. She's Stone Memorial's scoring leader in this contest. As a hold is going to be called. It'll go against the Warriorettes. Ava Jones draws the whistle. And that's her first foul of the night. Team's third here in the second half.
Riley Savage checking in for KK McDonald, making her first appearance of the night. She'll play in the back of the 1-3-1.
So fresh legs into the game for White County. You mentioned the 5'10" Piper Price, the sophomore, guarding the top of the key. A three-pointer there for Atkinson, her first triple of the night. She's got 9 points so far. Jones with the deuce and damage.
Pass by Piper inside to Ava Jones. She uses her length to her advantage. She's around the defender for the layup and draws the contact, making it an and 1.
And you're going to see this second half fly by quickly. We've got a running clock. Or at least it was for a second. I thought that maybe we had reached the mercy rule threshold. Three-pointer coming, no good. Rebound, Stone Memorial. Less than 4 minutes to play. A deep three coming, and she knocks it down, and that's impressive. Katie Atkinson, her second three-pointer of the quarter. Jones goes up, gets fouled, doesn't make the shot, but she'll get 2 freebies.
Another great look by Piper Price to go and find Ava. She was cutting through the middle to draw another foul back at the free throw line.
Rachel Houston, her first foul of the night, wearing number 33 from Stone Memorial. And Ava Jones, perfect from the free throw line tonight. 3 of 3, and like we mentioned, better than 80% shooter from the free throw line, and she hits the front end. 4 for 4 now from the charity stripe, looking to make it 5 for 5. And that one bounces off of the back of the iron.
Might have been a lucky bounce on that one, but she remains perfect from the free throw line.
5 for 5 tonight. 9 points for Ava Jones in the contest. Guarded closely by Riley Savage. Able to get it out of the corner, but right there waiting for it was Piper Price, and she knocks it out of bounds.
Riley Savage and Andy Haston get a trap with it in the corner. They go and force the pass out. Piper tips it out of bounds. So then we have Harley Wilhot making her first appearance. She will be 34. She's in the middle for the 1-3-1.
Maggie Hazelton checks out of the game for Stone Memorial, and she gets a huge round of applause from the visiting fans. She's greeted by her head coach, Mike Buck, over on the bench, and now hugging with her teammates as she has played her final game as a Panther. She will head to the bench. Ava Jones is headed back to the Piper Price headed to the free throw line for the first time tonight. For a second, I only saw one of the threes on her back.
We're expecting another, so we now have Kennedy Billings, who's the freshman, in for Lexi Golden. We're number 15.
Emily Hazelton, the Panther, called for the foul that sends Price to the line. She misses the front end. As the clock continues to run, 1:40 remaining here in the first half. Your Farm Bureau score update: 67 White County, Stone Memorial 36 as she misses the second, so she goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line. And we're right at 1:30 to play in this one. As a foul drawn by Price, she's helped up. Foul goes against, or correction, the foul is instead against Piper Price, and so that's her first of the night.
Piper Price up top, just making it hard for Stone Memorial to move the ball around, using her length to get her arms out, making passes harder.
Less than a minute to go. Ball
she gets
knocked
a steal
away by Price. From the left side, the free throw, or rather the layup, a little too strong, but the Warriorettes come away with the offensive board. Savage. Now they go to the corner. Back to the top. Ball knocked away. Warriorettes are going to be called for a travel as sliding to the ground was Bella Stiles, and I guess that's why you do have the knee pads. She slid about 3 feet with the basketball, and otherwise her knees would have been torn up after that one. 17 seconds to play. Stone, one last shot. Warriorettes stolen away. Wilhite brings it down the floor. That one missed. The rebound goes to Stone, and that's going to do it. Your final score tonight: the White County Warriorettes 67, the Stone Memorial Panthers 36. And a fantastic showing tonight. Ava Jones, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. She finishes the night with 9 points, but it was Nia Powers, 13 points in that first half. 20 points for Nia Powers as she powers White County to a win tonight, and they will move on to the second round of this district tournament. They are set to take on the winner of Livingston Academy and Macon County. That game will be played Friday night at 4 p.m. at Tennessee Tech at the Hooper Eblen Center. So we hope that if you're free at 4 o'clock, you'll be able to get out to Tennessee Tech and support the second round of the district tournament. We'll be back here again tomorrow night as the boys team will take on Macon County as they're going to honor Nia Powers at half court for scoring her 1,000th point in this contest. She's the second Warriorette on the season to score 1,000 points for her career. Nia Powers, the junior, receives a game ball, and she joins Elena Stiles in the 1K club. So a fantastic moment for her in her final home game of junior season. And so that'll do it for us here on Warrior Media. Be sure to join us tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. The boys will take on Macon County. If you're not able to join us here, we really hope that you're here at Roy-Sewell Gymnasium to support the guys in person. So for Japheth Richmond, I'm Tyler Brown saying so long from Roy-Sewell Gymnasium, where your final score tonight is White County 67, Stone Memorial 36.